took a break from Madden for a little bit, but we're coming back. Forgot that I have to record this series, did some stuff that I shouldn't have already, also known as the weekly strategy. I've always quit to record that. We did no sacks allowed, 300 defensive yards, left 30 points or less. Rush for 125 yards was a scenario that we have, and sacked the QB 5 times. That's probably not going to happen. I think we said something where we were trying not to get sacked. Yeah, no sacks allowed. That's not happening. We're playing the Green Bay Packers. Don't think it's going to happen. They have a pretty good defense, I think. But we're going to look at their depth chart quickly and see what we're going to be dealing with. The Packers team has been disappointing in real life. But, yeah, Toby Thigpen at quarterback. Going to be their QB1. Clyde Edwards-Helaire at running back. Got benched in real life, I think. Isaiah Pacheco is starting over him in Kansas City. Josh Short, guy we've not seen before, will be their running back. A guy whose last name is Short is actually not Short. What do you know? Fullback is Sutton Smith. Don't really care about him. Receivers will be Gabe Davis, is a pretty good receiver one, I would say. Darnell Mooney from the Bears over here. Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. Christian Watson is playing better than Romeo Doubs in real life, which is a surprise that he is lower on the list than Romeo Doubs. But I guess that's what we're going to see. There's also Geo Davis. 2G Davis is on this team, the rookie from Boston College. Tight end will be Robert Tonyan, Tyler Conklin, Clay Ward, the third tight end. It's a pretty decent overall for a third tight end. O-line's probably not that great. Miles Beasley, Eric Whittington. I already looked at this O-line. Josh Myers, Greg Lampin, and Zach Tom. Really the only good guy is Josh Myers on that line, which is kind of depressing if I say so myself. Left end will be Devonta Wyatt, who in real life is a D tackle, but they have him at defensive end because of Madden, how Madden works with the lineups and everything. Charles Omenihu looks like he's injured. Probably want to see him anyway, but he's on the left end, so that's probably why we aren't seeing him. Montrell Cobbs at the right end position. Kingsley Keke is not on the team anymore. I don't know why he's still here. Defensive tackle is Grover Stewart as well as Vernell Wren. Probably will see Grover Stewart more, though. No more Kenny Clark, it looks like. Frank Chapman at left outside linebacker. Damone Clark also there. Middle linebacker be Devondre Campbell as well as Josie Jewell, former Bronco, is not also going to be next to him. They run a 3-4, so we'll be seeing him more than we see the other defensive tackle. Preston Smith, former Commander at right outside linebacker. Got to put that out there. CB's looking pretty good. Jair at CB1. Jonathan Jones, current Patriot in real life, having a season in real life. Playing pretty good corner. He's only a 79 in the game, though. Christian Reed and Eric Miller are the corners 2 and 4. And Chris Carrington, I might see him a little bit. I'm not sure. Free safety is going to be Darnell Savage as well as Joel Aitkins, rookie out of something. I didn't read that. Adrian Amos at strong safety. Kicker is going to be Justin Tucker and Mitch Wishnowsky at punter. So 2 new guys in real life, from real life. Eric Miller is going to be the returner for both the punts and kicks. Let's get right into this. This is hopefully going to be a good game. I hope it's a good game. I hope it's a game that we win. I'd like this to be the turning point, really, in our season. We're 1-5. I'd like to go win out the rest of the season. Don't know if that's going to work. But I've adjusted the sliders. Hopefully that helps us. Our team is great. All around. Offensively, defensively, we just have to play great offensively and defensively. Or the offensive side of things is not looking great for us. But I would like to change that. Our defense has been playing pretty well. They just have to bail out our offense a lot because they have not been playing well enough to really do anything. Here we are at Lambeau Field. Because to get this game started, I feel like that was a very short intro. We'll be receiving the ball first, as Justin Tucker will kick it away to be returned by Cordero Patterson. And here we are. Cordero Patterson can return it from inside the 5. Giving us a good return. Gets it to the 37-yard line. That should give us good field position. Let's get on the board quickly. Let's see our offense dominate today. Good start to the game. Always have to have a good return, and that's exactly what we're getting. We're going to get the run game going as well. We have a good backfield duo with Nyheim Hines and Antonio Gibson. I'd like to get them rolling on the ground. Nyheim Hines going to get the ball first. 2 yards on the gain. Darren Waller's out of an injury immediately. Not great at all. But there's nothing we can't fix. Trap here for Nyheim Hines. Keith Dawson will come into block instead of Darren Waller as normal. It will be handoff to Nyheim Hines, and he's up the middle. Picks up a great first down. 16 yards on the carry. Already has 18 yards in the game. Darren Waller will be out for a little bit. We'll see him back later. Keith Dawson is is serviceable at the tight end position at tight end 1. Play action. Keith Dawson going to catch it for about 2. His first pass of the day, first catch of the day. The first pass that I've thrown in a long time. I actually played Madden 22 at a friend's house, so that is different. Antonio Gibson going up the middle for a little bit, making it 3rd and 1, his first carry of the game. Antonio Gibson having a great season, really been a shining point on our offense. Would like to see him getting a lot of action today. Let's hand off to him again, and he's going to get the first down. Gets a few more off of that. About 4 yards. Here come 1st and 10. Getting the run game going, let's also get the pass game going. You have to have a good pass game with everything. 3 tight ends here, as well as Terry at receiver. Gonna get it off. There's a flag. I think that might be roughing the passer. It's holding. Holding on Lorenzo Biggers. Usually it's Andrew Norwell who is holding. Makes it 1st down again, so we do have a chance. I'm going to try to pick up some of the yards back. I kind of like this, except I don't like running out of a tackle. There's also a linebacker up there. Andrew Norwell making a good block for us. Let's just get 7 off of that. And Tony Gibson having a good season. I already said that. 86 rushes for 574 yards and 5 touchdowns. Really good season for Antonio Gibson. 2nd and 13 comes up. McCoy to throw. And that's a wide open Keith Dawson. Oh my gosh, he doesn't even come down with it. Okay. That is not great. He was wide open, yet he dropped it. Here will come up 3rd and 13. Alex Crockett into the game at receiver. Fumbles it, but he's picked up. Oh my gosh, what did we always fumble there? Okay, it's going to be a long field goal, but we will attempt it. It's a 61-yarder. Joey Sly can definitely make it. Kick is up, and it is good. We'll take an easy 3-point lead. We got points on the board. First, let's see our defense come up and stop things for the Green Bay offense. They don't have a great offense, but we have a great defense. Hopefully our defense can come up with some big plays on Toby Thigpen and the rest of that Green Bay offense. And they will not return it. We'll go get Toby Thigpen's stats. I don't know why I said border. That doesn't make any sense. But 9 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Not a bad season. Yards were pretty respectable. I'd like to raid that interception total, though. Let's see what our defense can do. Let's get some sacks on him as well. Start off by playing coverage. I'd like to play more coverage than I normally do. And he's going to get sacked immediately. That's Chase Young coming out there right when we need it. 2nd and 20. Great pressure there by our defense. Good job there. Good sack. Thigpen to throw. Nobody on Darnell. Well, I had a guy in Darnell Mooney. Chase Young's down with an injury after the sack that he got earlier. 3rd and 15 will come up. Zone blitz is going to happen here. We're going to play coverage of Cole Holcomb. Thigpen to throw. And it's picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to return it to about the 10. The 12, actually. A good pick. Like I said, I wanted to raise that interception total. Exactly what happened as Trayvon Diggs comes up with a big interception. 1st and 10. I like to see the turnovers. 1 for Green Bay, 0 for the Commanders. We're doing well. Antonio Gibson up the middle for the touchdown, giving us a comfortable 9-point lead, about to be 10 after the extra point if it is made. Kick is up and is good by Joseph Sly. Like to see that. Jack Fox to kick it away. Miller to return it. Miller will get a good return there. But Sean, our defense said last time we can do it again. I don't know if Chase Young is back from being injured. No, he's not. We can deal with him without a few times. The handoff to Edwards-Helaire. Jamin Davis there to make it stop. Only gets a yard. Good job by our defense. Chase Young is back in the lineup after being injured for a little bit. It's a handoff to Edwards-Helaire. Actually has good blockers. Trayvon Diggs is his X factor. Might have lost it now. It's a good game for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but nothing. You let it play every time. Every defense does so. But Trayvon Diggs in coverage with his X factor is really good to have. We have a bunch of guys. It's Gabe Davis who gets the handoff on the sweep. Jordan Hicks there to make the tackle. 6 on the gain. Sitting in my first actual man blitz of the day. This looks like a run. It's not. Thigpen will complete it to Romeo Doubs. Nasir Adderley there to make the stop. Picks up a gain of a couple. And by couple, I mean more like 10. And here will come 1st and 10 again. Clyde Edwards-Helaire got taken down by a Chase Young that I didn't even see. Edwards-Helaire having a pretty decent game. Season of his own. Only 1 touchdown, though, is what I'm surprised to see. They seem to have a decent running game. Decent running backs. Not as good as they are in real life. But Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not a horrible running back to have. He's better than, like, half the starters in the league, because literally half the starters in the league suck. And here will come up 1st and 10. Thigpen will throw. Gets away from Allen, but Payne is there instead. 2nd and 19 on the good sack from pressure from Daron Payne and Jonathan Allen. Here comes 2nd and 19. Thigpen will hand off to Edwards-Helaire. Nasir Adderley will be there in the back to take him down. Lets him get a gain of 7. Nickel blitz gonna have, I don't know who that is. I think that's Eric Clark blitzing. Thigpen will look to throw. Gabe Davis with the catch, but he falls down for only a gain of 5. They'll kick a field goal here. Good job by our defense stopping them when we needed them to. Justin Tucker, the extra point. It's Justin Tucker. He will make it. I don't know why it took him so long to kick that, but okay, it is good. Still have a touchdown lead. Points on the board will give us a 2-score lead, and I'd like to see that. Our defense is playing well. We already have 2 sacks towards that 5-sack goal that we have today. Cordero Patterson to return. Gets it to the 30. We're going to get a return touchdown of Cordero Patterson, I can assure you. And here will come 1st and 10. Again, for us, going to start off with a pass here. Like to get our passing game going. The running game's been going pretty well. Already have a touchdown there. Keith Dawson coming over his head to catch it. Good catch there by Dawson. Giving us another 1st down. Keith Dawson is our lone guy for reception, and he has 2. But, so you like to see that. Antonio Gibson fighting for those yards. Gets us to the 42-yard line. Get a pass here. We'd like to get the passing game going a little bit, as I said. All 4 of our top 4 receivers in the game. Jahan Dotson probably could have gotten away with maybe a touchdown there, but was met pretty soon. He's the first actual wide receiver to catch a pass today. And off to Gibson again. He's got great space today. Our O-line's doing pretty well. No penalties. Like to see that. 1st and 10 comes up. Don't really like passing against this defense as Keith Dawson is wide open for a respectable 2-yard gain. It's not really that respectable, but okay. 2nd and 8. McCoy the throw. Murray comes down if it gets 3. 3rd and 5. Need to convert here to get a touchdown. I'm just going to go with a screen here to Nyheim Hines. Haven't really done any screens recently. And by recently, I mean today. McCoy to throw. Screen to Hines. That's a 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7. For our offense. Running back draw here might work for Antonio Gibson. Get a 2nd touchdown today. McCoy on the draw. Hand off to Gibson. Gibson! Very close to a touchdown. 2nd and goal comes up. A bunch of guys there. I hope McLaurin might be open. He is! No, and he gets hit as he releases it. Okay. Gabe Gresham to the game. Here comes 3rd and goal. That's incomplete. He's going to have to go for the field goal here. It wants us to go for it. I guess I will. Touchdown, Alex Crockett! And that gives us a 14-point lead. From 4th down, throwing a laser to Alex Crockett. Joseph Slide's kick is up and good, giving us a 14-point lead. Jack Fox to kick it away again. To be returned by Miller. I forgot what the guy's first name was. Doesn't really matter to me. Stop the return on him because it was 23. Good job by Jordan Hicks to stop the guy to stop him. Good special teams player for us. Sending a blitz here. And there's Jonathan Allen on the tackle, letting Clyde Edwards-Helaire go nowhere. Great job by our D-line today. And our secondary as well. We already have that pick. Thigpen gonna throw again. Throws it way away from anyone. Here comes 3rd and 10. Force a 3 and out here would be nice. Only blitzing 3, but I do like the coverage that we have here. Oh my gosh. Actually got a guy open there. Christian Watson came back to it. I'm not even mad about that. That's just very inspiring. Benjamin St. Juste in the slot corner position. They've been to throw. Hands off to Edwards-Helaire instead. Ward and Holcomb there to make the tackle on him. Showing blitz, not actually going to blitz here though. I do like the offense they're running against. I'm going to play coverage with Jamin Davis instead. It's a play action pass to Christian Watson. Eric Clark there to make the tackle, but it's complete nonetheless. No back. They pin the throw. Nasir Adderley made the tackle on Tunyon. We're just letting them get open now. Man coverage is not what we're good at. We need to play zone. Zone has been what we're good at. Man is not. Unless you're Trayvon Diggs, who perhaps is probably the best man coverage corner in the history of the world. Hand to Edwards-Helaire, Davis there to make a tackle, not letting him go anywhere. Been stuffed Clyde Edwards-Helaire in his last 3 handoffs. Carries, I mean. And it's worked out so far. Been to hands off. There's a I don't know what just happened to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He fell down. 1st and 10. Blitzing here. Bunch of guys. Hand off to Edwards-Helaire, Jordan Hicks there to make the tackle. I'm blitzing here. I don't want to screw things up here, which is probably going to screw things up. This is definitely a run. And he's there! Jonathan Allen to make the TFL on Clyde Edwards-Helaire there. Good job by our #1 defensive player, probably. That's actually probably Nasir Adderley. He's played like a beast. No one open! He's chased by Montez Sweat! His first sack in a while. He gets the sack. Good job there, and they'll kick a field goal of Justin Tucker. Defense coming up strong. What we'd like to see, Justin Tucker to kick. Kick is good because it's Justin Tucker. But we have a 11-point lead. I can't do math today, but who cares? Cordero Patterson back to return before the 2-minute warning. I'm taking this out of the end zone. Tried to make a juke, didn't happen. Only gets us to 26. But it's a decent return nonetheless. Gonna run the ball once before halftime. Nyheim Hines gonna be the back to take it. Hand off to him, Nyheim Hines. A pretty good game. The 2-minute warning comes up. Would like to play it safe right now. Mostly keep away before end of the half. There's like no good plays here except for running halfback draw. Gonna do that though. We've been pretty balanced today, which is what you like to see. And Hines with the first down again. Alex Crockett going to go deep on this play. Jahan Dotson in the slot, which is probably who I'm going to throw to. Actually, no, because there's a wide open hole for Adam. No, there's not a wide open hole for Adam McCoy to run through, because McFadden was there. And that's the end of our not allowing a single sack. But it happens. Can't always expect to not. I mean, most teams give up a sack a game. Waller's back into the game for. What the heck, Keith Dawson, did you just do? Okay, that should have been completed. 3rd and 12, gonna have to throw here. Might see a wide open Dotson, depending what Devondre Campbell does. It is a wide open Dotson. Breaks a tackle and gets us up pretty far. Adam McCoy is having a pretty bad game, honestly. Hasn't thrown for much, but he hasn't thrown any picks. I'm sending Jahan Dotson deep here. Think he's gonna be one-on-one with the safety. Throws it, gets it off. He comes down with it. Jahan Dotson on a great play. Comes down with the ball. Taking a timeout real quickly before the half. Maybe can get a touchdown, most likely a field goal. Is there a play I can use to get maybe a touchdown here? I might be getting greedy here. I couldn't call a timeout in time, even though I spammed the timeout button. But we have a lead. They can't take the lead this possession anyway, so I am pretty fine with that. Probably should have taken the field goal, but it's okay. Jack Fox to kick it away. Miller to return. Gets it to the 26. Packer offense will come back. Our defense will come back. Here we go. Jamin Davis is playing slot corner for God knows why. It's a handoff to Thigpen who throws it. That's not how it works, but okay. 1st and 10. Handoff to Edwards-Helaire. Surprised he didn't go down that hole earlier. Montez Sweat down of an injury for the time being. Hopefully it's nothing too drastic. Defense is playing pretty well. We'd like some more sacks, of course. We always do. It's a very delayed handoff to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. But here will come 3rd and 4. Only blitzing 3. It's fine with me. There's no one's open, and that's Christian Beckham on the sack. Haven't seen him get a sack in quite some time. Number 58 coming up big. Montez Sweat's going to be injured for a little bit. Mitch Wisnowski, the punt of the way, to be returned by Cordero Patterson. This is his first punt of the day, despite them only putting up 6 points. Patterson not having much room to return it there. There was a lot of guys there. Gets it to the 31, though. Run game has been going strong. We're going to stick with that for right now. Hand off to Nyheim Hines. He's now injured because, of course, he is. But we still have Antonio Gibson, who is still probably one of our best players on offense that isn't Terry McLaurin or Antoine Murray. Gets 6 yards off of that. Antonio Gibson having a pretty decent game. Pretty subpar for how he normally plays. But that doesn't mean he's playing bad. I think it means he's playing good because subpar for him is still pretty good. 1st and 10 comes up. Nyheim Hines going to replace him with Cordero Patterson for right now. Is fine. Probably won't see Cordero Patterson in much. 1st and 10. I don't know what Jahan Dotson's doing here, but I think that's an open Terry. Oh, never mind. That's Jair Alexander getting a pick that probably looked unnatural, but okay. It's fine. That happens all the time. That was a heavily contested throw, so I'm kind of fine with that. It was more like a 60-40 ball, I think. But hand off to Edwards-Helaire. Jimmy Ward he jukes out Jimmy Ward, and I think he might have got a touchdown here, unless that happens. It's 1st and goal at the 1. It's probably going to be a touchdown. First and goal. Hand off to Short. He will get a touchdown. Okay. That happens. Off the pick from Jair Alexander. They will go for 2. Try to make it a 4-point game. A 3-point game as opposed to a 4-point game. Let's make it a 5-point game as Thigpen will look to throw. And incomplete! Gabe Davis can't hold on. It'll be kicked back off to us. Good job there. Cordero Patterson to return it. Not having, literally no one was blocking for him, so I'm not mad about that. I am mad that our blockers were not blocking, but it's okay, because we can still score here, because we're going to. McCoy to throw. Gonna run. Almost got his face kicked in. 2nd and 4. Nyheim Hines back into the game after being injured for a little bit. Hadn't had much room there. Alexander there to make the tackle as well as somebody else. Gonna go halfback dive with Antonio Gibson. No nose tackle, so I'm fine about that. And he almost got pushed back, but he just went through Devontae Wyatt's tackle. Or whatever. Terry McLaurin on hot route right here. Technically 4 receivers in because of Antonio Gibson playing receiver. Terry McLaurin down the middle. Gets it to the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Good gain. Nyheim Hines the back again. His first reception of the day, mind you, is a big one. Nyheim Hines short of first. He and Antonio Gibson are playing pretty well. It'll be Nyheim Hines again to try to pick up the first. I think he might have an open area, depending on what our O-linemen try to do. Nyheim Hines is short, very short of the first down, where he would have gotten a touchdown. But it's fine because we have Antonio Gibson to hopefully finish this off. Walder and Dawson being our blockers for the 2 guys on the outside. Why are we letting Devontae Wyatt get right to us? First loss on the ground today for Antonio Gibson. We're going to give him the power O. 4 tight ends, if you count Keith Dawson, the fullback in this case. Antonio Gibson's in for the touchdown. His 2nd of the day. Good job there by Gibson doing the handstand. Joseph Sly on the extra point. And that might be bad. I actually made it. It bounced off the crossbar into the goalposts. The return by Miller. It took taking a while to take him down, but he only gets to the 29. I thought he might have gotten more. Let's see our defense come up again with some more stacks. Haven't got one from Holcomb or Jamin Davis, which is odd. Handoff to Edwards-Hilaire. Picks up a decent gain. Benjamin St. Just playing slot. Hand off to Romeo Dobbs. Fumble out of bounds. It's, forced a fumble there, but it's out of bounds. It's not what you like to see, but it's a good job there anyway. Blitzing multiple here. Shorts will probably get the ball. He gets taken down after getting a gain of 5. Blitzing quite a few here. Pickman to throw. Complete to Christian Watson. 1st and 10. Blitzing a crap load of people here. I'm playing coverage of the steer Adderley for God knows why. It's picked off again by Trayvon Diggs. Is he going to return it for a pick 6? Edwards-Hilaire right behind him to the 10, to the 5. Pick 6 for Trayvon Diggs. Great job taking it back to the house. Second turnover of the day for Toby Thigpen, and it's another takeaway by Trayvon Diggs. Making it a respectable lead here. Jack Fox will kick it back to the Green Bay Poopers. Lets it only get to the 22. Crowd is going nuts at Lambeau Field, not because their team is playing well, because their team's playing bad.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive.
Davis gets the handoff. We'll get about 8. Blitzing here might not be the smartest thing. It's based on how this is lined up here. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Having a dominant showing by our defense and offense combined. Mostly our defense, because Trayvon Diggs has 2 picks and we have like 5 sacks. 2nd and 2. Complete to Gabe Davis. I don't care. I'm only going to be blitzing 3. Why is nobody on him? Diggs, what are you doing? He's your guy you're supposed to be guarding, and you're letting him run all over you. It's fine. That's what Trayvon Diggs knows how to do. He only knows how to get picks. He's got 2 of them, so I will not complain. Jimmy Ward's done with an injury, not too concerned since he is only our backup something. I don't know what position he plays. It's linebacker or safety, I'm not sure. I think it's linebacker. I think it's safety. Adderley there to make the tackle, as well as Eric Clark. Our really good safety duo. Actually, it's a safety trio if you count Jimmy Ward. Our safeties are really good. So I'm not complaining about that as we blitz 6 here. Thigpen incomplete under pressure, too much pressure to get it off. He hasn't thrown a touchdown today because our defense has just been too dominant. complete to Gabe Davis. It's fine. Can take it. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Mooney with 2 O's. Well, it's money with 2 O's. I can't speak today. So far, our blitzing 3 has worked really well for us. That's probably what I'm going to do here, because if we can lock down everyone. And who's there but Chase Young? 2nd sack of the day, playing great. I'm blitzing 3 every time. This is working so well.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Edwards-Helaire catches it anyway. But it's 4th and 4. They're going to have to go for it on 4th down, which probably isn't really good for us, but I will like to play some good coverage. Maybe a sack here would be nice. Jordan Hicks and Jamin Davis here. A good middle linebacker duo. And it's complete. Okay. Mooney gets to the catch. They will probably go for 2. They are not going for 2. Okay. Tucker, the kick the extra point. It is good. It's fun. We're playing well. Defense has only allowed 19 points, which is about how many points we have scored all year. Justin Tucker to kick it away to be returned by Patterson. I want to get this return touchdown. I'm going to. Cordero Patterson is just old. That's really the only problem. But it's time to chew some clock down. We have not passed like I wanted to, but we have ran the ball really well. Nyheim Hines, a good gain there. The splitting carries has really worked out for us. Murray with one of his few catches today. He's been less and less of a target because he hasn't really gotten open, which is something that's kind of sad. But we do have a lot of guys here. Alex Crockett might be one of these guys is going to be one-on-one. It's going to be... When we fumble, and they get a touchdown. Okay. That's going to give them a lot of momentum, isn't it? I probably could have blocked that, but it didn't work out too well. The kick is good. Still a 5-point game. We get the ball back again. Really wasn't the greatest pass, so... Passing attempt. It's a fumble recovery 6, which I don't think that's what it's called, but... That was a very dumb decision. But we still have our running backs that have been playing pretty well. So we like to see them. And Lorenzo Biggers is down with an injury. We're going to run on the other side then because I don't really want to trust the guy that's on that side. I don't know why I'm passing here, but worth a shot. I say that as Jahan Dotson gets wide open for a pretty good gain. McCoy not having the best of games, but also not having the worst of games. You like to see as few picks as possible. He's thrown 1, but that's what's going to happen. Jahan Dotson might be our leading receiver this year now because of how well he's played. Antonio Gibson to get a few off of that. 2nd and 6. Murray or McLaurin could be open here. I like to think it's Murray. It's him. There's a flag. Cannot come down with it, but I think that's roughing the passer. Oh my god. Who is it? Andrew Norwell in the hold. They will elect to make it 2nd and 16. We're going to make it an easier 3rd down, which is what I like to do with the run to Antonio Gibson. That's a gain of 3. Doesn't make it that much easier. Corner route to McLaurin might work here. Deep route to Alex Crockett might work. I honestly don't know. Murray, ooh, he's close. 4th and 3. I don't really want to have to punt it. Can I go for this? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going for it. 4th and 3. McCoy to throw. Will, he's short. Oh, he's just a yard short. Defense needs to come up big here. That was not smart. Not smart at all. But defense has come up big, and I trust them enough. Need to leave them only to a field goal. That's 200 yards for Toby Thigpen. We need to get him to throw a pick. Defense needs to step up here. Eric Clark playing close as well as somebody else. Don't know who it is right now. Being chased down, fumble! Pick it up! What are you doing, Chase Young? This is a double combined sack for Jonathan Allen and Chase Young, making it 2nd and 29. Not letting him throw to anybody is really good here. Finally take him down. Gonna have to blitz here. Intended for Gabe Davis. It's incomplete. 4th and 19. They're going for it. And you better believe we're gonna stop them. We're gonna stop him here. Very strange set of people coming out onto this scene. Throwing deep. It's knocked away by somebody. I don't even know who that is. That's Jaquil Griffin. Haven't said his name in quite some time. You a beautiful man. Good job there by our defense coming up strong. Antonio Gibson, a good game. They'll take some timeouts here. We'd like to get a first down. I think a first down will end the game. Hand off to Antonio Gibson. That's the first down. I think that it's not gonna, it's a 3rd down. But if we pick it up, that's the game. I think. I'd probably want to run a draw here. I don't know if there is one though. Is there a draw here I can run? No? Okay, I'll go inside zone. First down here ends the game. That will probably be the game. Could take the knee here with Aidan McCoy after a well-fought game from both sides of the ball. Mainly ours. The game is not as close as it actually looks. Gonna have to wait 20-something seconds for the game to be done. This is gonna take a while. Is there a way to Super Sim? Is there a way for this to go by faster? And that, my friends, is the game. That is a great game by our team. Really good game. Our defense came up huge in times of crisis. Had 6 sacks on the day. Really good. 2.5 for Chase Young, I think. We had a forced fumble in there. 2 actually. One of them went out of bounds, and we didn't recover the other one because Chase Young doesn't know what you're supposed to do when the ball comes out of the quarterback's hands, which is pick it up or pick it off, depending on what side of the ball you're on. And since he isn't a DB, I don't blame him. But good game for the offensive side. The run game was going hard, Nyheim Hines had a few good carries. Antonio Gibson had a great game. 2 touchdowns on the board. Had a I think 1 touchdown pass. Had a field goal or 2. Had a pick 6 from Trayvon Diggs near the end of the game, which I think was our last points. But it was a good game. Passing game wasn't great. We only threw for 179 yards, but 150 rushing yards. 2 takeaways. Pretty good by our team. I'd like to look at the player stats, see how everything went. Toby Thigpen had we had an 898 overall passer rating. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not the greatest, only 181 yards, but it was okay anyway. Rushing. Antonio Gibson 16 for 86, 2 TDs on the ground, broke 4 tackles. Nyheim Hines 11 for 64. Not a bad game by him either. Broken tackle for him. No touchdowns, but it's okay. Receiving, Jahan Dotson had probably his game of his career. 5 receptions for 88 yards and no touchdowns, but it's fine. Really good job by him. Keith Dawson came next with receptions, 3 for 23, no touchdowns. Murray, 3 for 20, no touchdowns. McLaurin, 1 for 43, no touchdowns. Alex Crockett had a pretty good touchdown. Nyheim Hines only caught 1 pass, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I threw a screen to him. Blocking, we allowed 1 sack. We allowed 2 sacks because Alonzo Bayers and Jedrick Willis also allowed 1. But we got a lot of sacks on them. Defensively, 6 most total tackles went to Nosey Jewell with 11, but we had 8 from Jamin Davis, 7 from Nasir Adderley, and 6 from Jimmy Ward. Good job by them. TFLs only had 2 from Jonathan Allen. We got 1 from Eric Clark and 1 from Jamin Davis and 1 from Chase Young. But we usually see more than those. But sacks, cooking. We're cooking the sacks. Chase Young, 2.5 sacks. Really good job. He had a forced fumble in there, I think. Christian Beckham had a sack. Deron Payne with a sack. Montez Sweat with a sack. He's injured right now. I don't know what happened to him. Jonathan Allen with a good half sack there, helping force the fumble with Chase Young. 2 interceptions for Trayvon Diggs. 1 return for a 95-yard pick 6 return. Actually, probably less than that. I just can't count. But it was a good game by our team overall. Good job. We like to see those games. Giving us momentum in for the rest of the season. We're up to 2-5. Would like to move up to 3-5 next week. Don't know who we're taking on. The team played well overall. Antonio Gibson will have an upgrade after his monster game. He's playing up to an 89. I'm giving him elusive back because that's what he needs. Playing up to a 90 is a true 89, but he's playing extremely well. He's our franchise running back. Nyheim Hines is a good backup running back as well. I forgot to finish upgrading those players. Let me do that quickly. I just got to do the that. But I also forgot that I did a scenario which was under siege. Discussed the results of the game. Running game. Pounded on it. Pounded the rock. Went great. Only threw up 1 pick, which I think was pretty good as well. So there's clearly a concern. I forget the ground game going. It seemed to pay off today. Important to keep the QB clean. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. Running game has to be what we're going to rely on for the most part. Receiving game, we have good receivers, so if we need to throw, we know we need to throw. Lineup, I think morale has gone up a lot now that we have won a game. Aiden McCoy still playing down of morale because of what I said earlier, but our O-line, 3 overall for Chase Roulier, Jedrick Willis, for Leon Holloman, who I forgot even existed. Tight ends played exceptionally well. Just a good job overall by our entire team. Defense, I'm surprised. They better go up a lot. Yeah, D-line, 1 for all of them except Deron Payne, who seems to always have 3. Christian Beckham is still playing down, even though it is one of his first sacks in a while. Don't know why Nasir Adderley's down as well. Trayvon Diggs had some great picks in there as well. I don't know why Nasir Adderley's only an 81. He should be higher. He's played extremely well. And Eric Clark, I did not realize this, has superstar X Factor, the strong safety. I did not expect him to have superstar X Factor, but he does. Rookie out of Virginia Tech. I guess I didn't even expect him to see what his thing was. 25th strong safety in the league, but he is great. That is amazing to see that he has superstar X Factor. Ability Zone Hawk is great. I think we're going to keep him that. Hasn't really had any picks. I don't think he's had a single pick this season, but would like to see his first one come eventually. Eventually come out of him eventually, and I'm going to skip to next week, and we're going to look at quickly at our stats, see how well everything has upgraded. And we'll take on the Dallas Cowboys next week. Probably record that tonight, I'm not sure. I'll record it sooner or later. But a great job by our team. They're going to look quickly at our stats for this season. Cowboys team would like to defeat them. It'll be a pretty good game for us. Aiden McCoy having a good season. Don't look at the picks. Rushing, Antonio Gibson has 643. He's playing pretty well. Receiving, Jahan Dotson's our leading receiver, 33 receptions. I'm disappointed in these two guys right here. Darren Waller, I wasn't expecting him to get much work anyway, but I'm really disappointed in Antoine Murray and Terry McLaurin. Sacks on the season are going to look good as well, though. Trayvon Diggs already has 7 picks on the season, which is really nice to look at. Of course, we have 6.5 for Cole Holcomb, 5.5 for Chase Young. Sweat has 3.5. Our defense is looking great. Do you like to see that? Yeah, Eric Clark still does not have himself a pick. We're going to see that hopefully next time on Commanders Franchise. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe for future videos like this one, and I'll see you guys next time in the next episode of Washington Commanders Franchise. See you guys later.